on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. So we are turning up. It don't matter what the flows are, but now the truth will be revealed tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever y'all know about jurisdiction, get it out of your mind. You don't know shit. So whatever you think you don't know, bro. So if you want to defeat any case, if you're dealing with anything that someone's brought against you, bro, this shit over with. Peace, equity, bro. Y'all better get in here because I'm dead ass. We're getting like real serious about this. All right, all right. Let's go. Let me go on to pull it up. Let me pull up the flows. Let me pull up the flows. Y'all ain't ready for this one. Y'all are not ready for this. I'm telling you. So we're gonna switch from Safari. Cause like now, this executive letter, this shit hits on every point. And I'm telling you right now, because this is the last, like, this is the only document. And if you pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, let me go on and say it like this. If you pay attention to this document, I bullshit you not, like, it's gonna change your life because it gives you all the answers on how to properly protect yourself and your children. So we're doing this for the next gen, right? We're doing this for the next, you know what I'm saying? So since we're doing this for the next gen, let's go ahead and really talk about it. All right, let's get to it. And I made a template for y'all. So we're going to talk about that at the end. Executor letter. Oh, Lord have mercy. Is it up on the screen? No. There we go. There. Drop a one in the chat if you can see that. If you want me to make it bigger, I'm going to make it bigger. Y'all don't need to see my face for this. I'm going to keep it here, though. I'm going to keep it like right here. So let's read this. I'm blonde. Get some glasses. Get some glasses. Because we're finna read this. All right. Matter of fact, I'm finna go get a bottle of water. Because I'm parched. I just had a nice burrito and it was great. So let me go grab a bottle of water. And when I come back, we're gonna get to the breakdown all of this. So I need to come back to 300 people live. On the IRS website. Burritos are great. Let me go get a bottle of water. And when I come back, y'all make 300 people appear in here. I don't care how you do it, but just make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit happen. What's up, Phil? Make that shit happen. All right, I'm back. Y'all got them 300 people in here? Bro, there's less people. What is going on? Demon. Ugh. But it's cool, though. The people that need to hear it, they're going to hear it. That's better. All right, let's do it. No more stalling. No more stalling. Ladies and gentlemen, executor letter with Mary Tom, jurisdiction. And I need y'all to take notes. I'm so serious. The definitions I'm about to show y'all are next level. It's all the things that you've heard about, esoterically, you've heard about. It's in here. All the law that you don't know, that you need to know, is in here. Y'all, while I read this, there's only 3 things you're allowed to do. And thank you, Denise. I love you. 1, let's hit the live goal and y'all send the boxing gloves. All right. Y'all can send whatever gifts, but let's just hit the live goal because that's just some shit that the algorithm likes. Number 2, y'all like the live continuously as I read through this. You should fill up your bar continuously. Number 3, follow me. If you're not following me, shout out to Sean Pablo. And number 4, share this shit as much as possible because I'm telling you now, I'm not going to read this again. And this I have a template for. And I promise you, this shit, if you like read it carefully and understand that when you like backtrack, the case law that you're looking at, when you backtrack it, it will give you every answer on what to file, how to file it, what you need to file. And so then that's when someone like me, hey, Ellis, I need you to go ahead and do that because I need to be operating outside of jurisdiction. Because Ellis Miche Raspberry, the chief trustee and and founder of the Nation of Divine Creation, yeah, I operate outside jurisdiction. That's why they can't touch me. A lot of people don't know that. And I'll finally tell you, yes, I have a PMA, which is the Nation of Divine Creation, which means I operate outside of jurisdiction. And if you take a look here on this document, with maritime jurisdiction and navigable waters analysis. Oh, yeah, y'all are getting some gems. You're not allowed to not like this every second. Like, I need to see like the likes going up every second. You're not allowed to not like this. 150%. Like, everybody has to like this. You're not allowed to not like this as I'm reading this. That's crazy. Because what I'm reading to you is like what is going to defeat anything. It describes everything. I broke it down in the layman's terms for you. Everything in 100% layman's terms so you can get it. Because we're done with all this understanding. We need overstanding. You about to invest in some trust waters. Hey, I got some waters you can invest in. I got some land up in North Carolina. You heard me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They own the riverside. They sold 250 acres back in the day, baby. You know what I'm saying? North of the swamp. So south of the swamp, how much we really own it? But that's another story for another day. Let's get into it. I love you so much, girl. You're amazing. The estate of Ellis Meshach Raspberry, grantor and trustee, executor / executrix office, Nation, Georgia. We're not doing no state of Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. We are keeping this 100% like 100% independent of their esoteric language. When did I talk about child support? I'm about to talk about it in this letter. Sit back, grab a pencil, because what I'm reading right now will defeat child support. It will defeat CPS. It will defeat anything. Just sit back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody else. If you're new here, welcome in. Welcome to Check the Record. This is Equal Footing Institute. Sit down, shut up, grab some pen and paper, and learn this. All right. So we got the General Post Office, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, your post office box. So now y'all can actually see what it looks like and where it's actually located. Atlanta, Georgia, yeah, 311939. The United States Minor, outlining islands near 31139999998. Now, what y'all don't realize is that 99998 puts me within the 10th Amendment in my own jurisdiction. I'm on land. The outlining line islands, that puts me on land. The United States minor, that puts me on true land. That's a real land address. I'm not lost at sea anymore. It doesn't say United States of America and then the state and city and all that. Yeah, it says all that, but you know, like United States minor. And you got to understand what that location really means and like how that puts you in your own jurisdiction. Let me back the mic up. Lord. So that's what y'all got to realize. Step number one. So we come down here. I made it today, for the judge. And we get down here to my name. Let's pay attention to my name, ladies and gentlemen. My name is from the executor office because we have to remember you're a corporation. You are a walking business. Okay. So if you have your sole prop, or in my case, I have a foreign grantor trust that is the holding entity for what you see here known as the Ellis Meshach Raspberry, estate. Now, Ellis, why did you put comma? I put comma because in the IRC code, and we're going to go through those codes, it literally says in the IRC code, put comma estate by your name to properly take claim of your estate. It says it in there. Like I read it. This ain't something I'm making up. We're going to check the record. We're going to look it all up, but everything is in this document. I put everything in here. Okay? Everything. So let's get it. You got Ellis Meshach Raspberry, the foreign grant of trust, and then Ellis Meshach Raspberry and propria persona, sui juris. So me as a living man. And what is this regarding? It's regarding unauthorized administration of my all caps entity known as Ellis Meshach Raspberry estate, 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 civil file number 26 CLV. That's my original case file. And no, it's not. It's my contempt case number. And then the next one is my original case file, the related case number. Child support order dated back in 2024, yada, 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 yada. All right. So we got the docket number. Let's go ahead and get down to it. This is the primary declaration of capacity and authority. So let's go ahead and establish everything, ladies and gentlemen, because what y'all aren't doing in y'all's documents, you aren't establishing shit. You need to establish your primary capacity. You need to let them know how you're coming. So to the office of the presiding judge of the Honorable Angela Z. Brown, presiding judge, Superior Court, Cobb County, I, Ellis Meshach Raspberry, greetings. I'm happy to talk to you. We need to make contact. You want to know why? Because as a living man, sui juris, of lawful age, sound, disposing mind, full mental clarity, and unimpaired judgment, acting voluntary and without coercion, I'm appearing in propria persona, and solely as, let's break it down. This is the stuff that you need to have when you're asserting yourself and you're taking actual claim to your children. So I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you're a parent. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're a parent. Let's talk about it. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're a parent. Okay, you're a parent? All right. We got some 1s in the chat. We got a lot of 1s here, huh? All right. I want y'all to pay attention to the chat. As I just put in there, pair of agents renting your children. Because that's what you are. You're a pair of agents renting your children. How is that, Ellis? Explain that. But extrapolate. Not a parent, but take. But wait a minute. Oh, okay, you're in one of those. It's okay. This is gonna explain it all. Man, peace, Devon. Peace. It's gonna explain it all. So, let's extrapolate. According to when your mama and you sold your children over as a ward to the state, you sold their SOLE, their SOUL, their birth certificate, you signed it over. Bada boom, bada bang, they're awarded the state. Now everybody's incompetent because you did it. All right. Now that everybody's incompetent and you did it, now you have told the state, I'm incompetent and now I'm a pair because you're an agent, because you have a straw man, that's your agent. You're actually an authorized agent for your straw man, but you don't know to get a sole prop EIN and start a corporation. What's up, 5-star management? Welcome in. So you don't know, you know what I'm saying, to get that. So now, according to the IRS, who deals with tax courts, who deal with Article 1 courts, which are tax courts, because, we're going to get into it, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. But Coop Faith, welcome in. That's my girl. I've been waiting on you. So we getting on it. If you want to defeat any case, this is how we doing it. This is how we're doing it. I promise you. There's nothing, nobody is about to get up here and tell me. I will debate anybody tonight. If anybody wants to debate, if anybody wants to come in here and anything with it, bro, I'm going document for document. Cause I'm creating this real shit. Thank you for completing. Thank you, Devon. I love you so much. You're so sweet. So let's get it. The grantor and initial trustee of the Ellis Meshack Raspberry Foreign Grantor Trust, a Georgia domiciled foreign grantor trust established under the laws of Georgia, OCGA, Title 53, Chapter 12, and structured in accordance with the grantor trust provisions of the Internal Revenue Code. Ladies and gentlemen, write down IRC right now. Drop an IRC in the chat. I want to see a bunch of IRCs because that's what you need to be studying. 671 through 679. That's what you need to be studying for your children. 671 through 679. If you're listening out there, if anybody can hear me out there in the TikTok world, like IRC 671 through 679, this is what we're doing for our kids. This is how you gain control of your kids and CPS, and nobody can take them away. Nobody. So the authorized representative and chief trustee of the divine creation of the Most High God, Heavenly Trust, and Ecclesiastical Ministry Trust of the Nation of Divine Creation. Executor, listen, executor of my own estate, Ellis Meshack Raspberry, estate, holding all rights, titles, and interests associated with my person and property. Do hereby issue this executor letter to formally place you on notice of the following matters affecting the unauthorized administration of my estate and the void proceedings currently pending before this court. We're finna get nasty. It's about to get nasty. Thank you, Sue Nelson. It's about to get motherfucking nasty in here. Section 2, Article 3, Section 2, Admiralty and Maritime Jurisdiction. Man, drop some likes in the chat. I promise to God, we need to be at 100K. Do not stop till we get to 100K. Because what I'm reading right now, I'm telling you, bro, they do not want smoke with this. When you learn that these state courts, Superior Court and Magistrate Court, bro, they don't even fall under Article 1 or Article 3 courts. Bada boom, bada bing. No, it doesn't, Houston. No, because I have control of my all caps. I have a sole proprietorship. So I'm coming in a different capacity. Check out my capacity. I'm coming in grantor trustee as executor. It's different, brother. I'm talking about the estate that they created in my name as all caps Ellis Meshack Raspberry. Me as the trustee of the estate is my all caps. My all caps is the trustee of my foreign grantor. because my foreign grantor is owned by a lot of other trusts. Moving on. The constitutional grant of admiralty jurisdiction. So for people that think that I'm not the king of this like document drafting shit, bro, I'm not playing with them. I'm trying to think of everything. I want one document to be so universal that I can give it out to everybody. Article 3, Section 2, Clause 1 of the United States Constitution provides the judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and in equity arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority to all cases affecting ambassadors and other public ministers and councils. Thank you for the follow, y'all. Y'all come on in. If you're not following me, follow me. Come on in. You finna learn something. To all cases of admiralty in maritime jurisdiction, to controversies to which the United States shall be a party, to controversies between two or more states, between a state and citizens of another state, between citizens of different states, between citizens of the same state, claiming land under grants or different states, and between a state or citizens, therefore, in foreign states, citizens or subjects. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all a whole bunch of fancy way of saying state of mind versus a state someone can create, which is like the Nation of Divine Creation, because that's a PMA. So I'm operating outside of jurisdiction. If you are a true member of the Nation of Divine Creation, guess what? You are operating outside of jurisdiction because you're in the PMA. Yes, we're going to get that paperwork right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get it right. The Constitution provision establishes that admiralty in maritime jurisdiction is a distinct category of federal judicial power, separate and apart from diversity jurisdiction and federal question jurisdiction. The framers used the term all cases of admiralty and maritime jurisdiction is a complete grant, meaning that the federal courts have exclusive jurisdiction over all matters falling within the category to the exclusion of state courts. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. If y'all want to learn the real verbiage to make a judge quake in their boots like, oh my God, here it is. The locality test and navigable waters. Y'all want to talk about the Navy, right? The Navy can arrest them, right? Because we do not fall under Navy law. So we do not fall under admiralty and maritime jurisdiction. I'm cracking the code. Under the traditional rule of admiralty maritime jurisdiction, and I quote, if the wrong occurred on navigable waters, the action is within admiralty jurisdiction. Let's run it back again. If the wrong occurred on navigable waters, the action is within admiralty jurisdiction. Executive Jet Aviation Incorporated versus City of Cleveland, 409 USC, the ruling authority in case law, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Check the Record. Welcome to Check the Record. I'm not going to put nothing in here without citing the case law. Welcome to Check the Record. Y'all thought it was a game? I'm going to teach y'all about the scam and the scheme that they call America. I got all the definitions. The District of Columbia, y'all are about to learn about that too. You're about to learn about it all. And Foremost Insurance Company versus Richardson, the Supreme Court reaffirmed prior to our opinion in Executive Jet, there was little question that a complaint such as the one filed here stated a cause of action within federal admiralty jurisdiction. Indeed, the Executive Jet Court begins its opinion by observing that under the traditional rule of admiralty jurisdiction, if the wrong occurred on navigable waters, the action is with the admiralty jurisdiction. The court in fourth month further stated because the wrong here involves the negligent operation of a vessel, because the wrong here involves the negligent operation of a vessel on navigable waters, we believe that it has a sufficient nexus to traditional maritime activity to sustain admiralty jurisdiction in the district courts. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the fucking waters. So this is the waters they don't want you to learn about. Yeah, these are those murky, eerie waters that they don't want you to bring up in court. You want to know why? Because they operate under Admiralty maritime jurisdiction. Oh my goodness. Now, we're just getting started. It's 15 pages. We're just getting started. I'm not playing with y'all. 28 USC 1333 number 1 grants federal district courts exclusive jurisdiction over any civil case of, let's pay attention here, admiralty or maritime jurisdiction. What am I reading? I am reading the executive letter that I'm sending in to my state court case tomorrow, and I'm going to file it into my federal case. But see, I sent some documents to the federal court the other day, and it hasn't hit the docket yet. And I think that they're trying to keep it hidden. But guess what? I have everything. So even if the federal courts are listening out there, ladies and gentlemen, they can't hide forever. Because I'm not going after no petty ass settlement like y'all heard last night. No, I'm going after the whole dismantling of the system. Y'all better learn. I'm going to the Supreme Court, ladies and gentlemen. I have a petition already ready for the Supreme Court. For the Supreme Court. That y'all think this is a game. Hold on. Because they think it's a game. Hold on, man. Where'd it go? Oh, it didn't pop up. My bad. There's no rap in my cap, ladies and gentlemen. In the Supreme Court of Georgia, we're not playing. We're not playing. We're not playing, ladies and gentlemen. Send that likes. We're not here to play. I'm going after the whole dismantling. Oh, you want me to explain the sovereignty? Oh, I'm finna explain it all, La Majesty. Just stay tuned, Sweet Pea. I promise. I'm finna stop talking like, so much on the side, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. I got you. Yeah, she said, shut up and read it. I got you. All right. So this statute, and I'm finna go ahead and start reading real heavy, y'all. So like, what I'm saying, if y'all have questions, make sure y'all write it down, and then we're gonna let people up at the end, and then we're gonna talk about it. This is court, and we're gonna be doing a new segment very soon. This statute is the codification of the constitutional grant of admiralty jurisdiction. The term navigable waters is defined is defined for equal footing purposes as those waters used or susceptible to for trade and for travel at the time of statehood. Ladies and gentlemen, equal footing. Y'all think this is a game? We're not playing. Okay. The public trust doctrine. The public trust doctrine is a common law doctrine, now a constitutional doctrine, which protects the public status of navigable waters, navigable water bodies. Navigable rivers, lakes, tide lines are all held in public trust, which impose a legal duty upon the state to preserve and control them for public navigation, fishing, swimming, and other lawful uses. Sovereignty lands beneath navigable water bodies, passed as an incident of sovereignty to the states upon admission. The trust over these lands devolved in the new state by operation of law without the necessity of any deed, inventory, patent, or survey by the federal government, aka they stole it. AKA they stole it. Ownership of sovereignty lands is not based on a legal description in a deed, but on the nature of the water body itself. Instead of record title, the navigable character of the water body creates the notice of public ownership. The boundary of navigable freshwater lakes and rivers is the ordinary high water line. The public has a right to make all lawful uses of sovereignty lands up to this boundary line, including the use of the shore or use between ordinary high and ordinary low watermarks. Under the equal footing doctrine, The original states had reserved to themselves the ownership of the shores of navigable waters and the solace under them. And under the principle of equality, the title of the solace beneath navigable water passes to a new state under admission. That's case law. Pollard's, Leslie versus Hagen, 44. I'm not citing shit just to cite shit. Maritime and jurisdiction and the domestic relations expectations. The Supreme Court has recognized two substantial exceptions to federal diversity jurisdiction. The domestic relations exception and the probate exception. And there goes the case law. Clarified. Thank you for the gifts, Devon. The court clarified that the domestic relations exception exists as a matter of statutory interpretation and the Article 3. All right. Section 2 does not mandate the exclusion of domestic relations from federal court. This is significant because the state of Georgia, through the Superior Court of Cobb County, is exercising jurisdiction over a domestic relations matter that falls neither, ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to shut up and pay attention. They're exercising jurisdiction over a domestic relations matter that falls within neither the admiralty jurisdiction of the federal courts, Article 3, Section 2, nor the diversity jurisdiction of the federal courts. The state court is exercising police powers over a local matter, child support, not maritime jurisdiction. Take a sip of water on that one. Drop a bomb in the chat. This is all 50 states. Drop a bomb in the chat. This is all 50 states. Drop a bomb in the chat. This is all 50 states. The domestic relations exception does not apply here because this is a state court proceeding, not a federal proceeding. However, the distinction is critical. The state court has no admiralty jurisdiction over this matter. The alleged wrong did not occur on navigable waters. There is no vessel. There is no maritime commerce. There is no navigable water body. The state court cannot bootstrap admiralty jurisdiction to a domestic relations matter. So if you're in CPS, if you're in civil court or anything like that, ladies and gentlemen, y'all better learn your rights. Navigable waters in the Cobb County proceedings. The Superior Court of Cobb County is located in Cobb County, Georgia, a landlocked county. The Ament River Reference and Foremost Insurance Company versus Richardson is in Louisiana. No navigable water body is implicated in the underlying proceedings. So that lets you know that they only go by the Ament River. So if it's not by the Ament River, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a navigable water body. Cobb County, Georgia. Oh, well, we're going to get all that money back. We're going to sue them. You got to sue them. Cobb County, Georgia, the site of the underlying proceedings is not held within the maritime jurisdiction of the United States. There is no navigable water body, no vessel, no commerce, no admiralty nexus. The child support order entered against Ellis Beach at Raspberry was entered on land in a state court involving a domestic relations matter. There is no maritime connection whatsoever. The absence of navigable waters, maritime coordinates, and admiralty nexus establishes that the Superior Court of Cobb County lacks the admiralty jurisdiction over this matter. Step number one of jurisdiction where they don't have. They don't even have maritime admiralty jurisdiction. So if you think your state court has it, you're wrong. You've been wrong. You've been wrong. Section 3. The color of law and Section 1983 framework. State action in the 14th Amendment. The United States Supreme Court has construed the state action requirement of the 14th Amendment and under the color of law requirement of 42 U.S.C. 1983 to be substantially the same. 42 U.S.C. 1983 provides every person who under color under any color of any statute, ordinance, regulation. So let's go ahead and get something straight. They operate under color of law, excuse me. Every statute, ordinance, regulation, custom, or usage of any state or territory subjects or causes to be subjected to any citizen of the United States or other persons within the jurisdiction thereof to the deprivation of any rights, privileges, and immunities secured by the Constitution and laws shall be liable to the party injured and injured in the action at law, comma, suit in equity, comma, or proper proceeding for redress. Like the 14th Amendment, 1983 requires plaintiffs to allege challenge action and fairly attributable to state action. The color of law requirement is satisfied when the defendant is a state official acting in their official capacity, or when private party acts in concert with state officials. The misuse of power produced by virtue or state law and made possible only because the wrongdoer is clothed within the authority of state law is action taken under color of state law. The misuse of power possessed by virtue of state law and made possible only by the wrongdoer is clothed with the authority of state law is action taken under color of law. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. In the underlying proceedings, the Superior Court of Cobb County and the Cobb County Division of Child Support are acting under color of state law, meaning within the meaning of 42 USC 1983. They are state actors. They are clothed within the authority of state law. I'm not playing. However, state action under color of law is not the same as lawful action. The state can act under color of law while simultaneously violating the Constitution. This is precisely what has occurred here. I'm not making this up. The treason. Who wants to talk about treason? Article 3, Section 3, Clause 1 of the United States Constitution provides treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses to the same overt or on the confession in open court. The definition of treason is strictly limited to levying war against the United States or adhering to enemies, giving them aid and comfort. This is narrow definition. However, the concept of breach of fiduciary duty or fraud upon the court is actionable. When a state official acting under color of law violates the Constitution, they have committed a breach of the public trust. Wake up. Wake up. The color of law framework provides the basis for actionable violations. When a court enters a void judgment without jurisdiction, the court has acted outside its constitutional authority. This is violation of due process of the 14th Amendment. The undersigned order of the defective service and the absence of personal jurisdiction are all violations of due process, actionable under 42, 1983. The submission of the undersigned order, the failure to properly serve me, and the failure of my name on the certificate of service constitutes fraud upon the court. Fraud upon the court is actionable. Hold on. Actionable. Yeah. The Internal Revenue Code, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. No, Lord. What did I do? Well. Now we're talking about the District of Columbia, jurisdictional distinction, and capitalization analysis. Drop some ones in the chat. Let's get to 10,000 right quick. Y'all get to 10,000, and then I'll get started reading, because I know y'all can read it, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all hit 10K right quick. Kobe. In the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna scroll one, get prepared. I might scroll a couple while I'm sitting here, so then, you know what I'm saying, afterwards I can just get up and it gets blurry, then it gets clear. That's because I have the background blurry. There you go. It'll get unblurry. Peachtree, baby. Oh, damn. Y'all jumped to 1,000. Nah, if y'all jump to 1,000 that quick, nah. Go ahead and get to 20. Y'all just jumped 1,000 in like a second. No, everybody. No. That's wild. That's wild. I ain't even know you could do that. Like, all of y'all just jumped, like, literally in unison. This is what happens when we work together, ladies and gentlemen. You automatically jump, and we increase immediately. All right. My arm's tired. All right, let's talk about it. I'll grind this up while because I'm a man of my word, I'll grind this up while we talk about it. But y'all need to get to 20K. Before I finish this section, y'all need to get to 20K. Actually, 30. I'm going to make it hard for y'all because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I know that we got to choose our heart in this life. So if y'all could choose the like, you know what I'm saying? Or I just won't read it and I'll get out of here. All right. The District of Columbia, as a jurisdictional district under 28 U.S.C. 88, the District of Columbia constitutes one jurisdictional district. Court shall be held at Washington. Section 41 of the title makes the District of Columbia a judicial circuit of the United States. 28-11-305 of the District of Columbia Code provides that at District Court of the United States for the District of Columbia shall possess the same powers and exercise the same jurisdiction as the District Courts of the United States and shall be deemed a court of the United States. Then we have case law to back it up, ruling authority right behind it, ladies and gentlemen. We have checked the record. So we have that, coming right behind it. So in the Federal Trade Commission, we have another case law to back it up. The Supreme Court ruled in the parallelism between the Supreme Court of the District of Columbia and the Court of Appeals, ladies and gentlemen. So the District of Columbia is a unique federal district of the United States as permitted in the United States Constitution. The district is not part of the It is not part of the U.S. state. Note that it says U.S. state and is overseen directly by the federal government. So the federal government owns that little bit of piece of land, you know what I'm saying? And it's not the U.S. state. It's not the United States. It's the U.S. state. It's not a part of, in the U.S. state. So the District of Columbia is established as a body corporate for municipal purposes, for business purposes, for corporation purposes. That's what that word means, municipal. Under DC Code 1-102, the district is created a government by the name of District of Columbia, by which it is constituted a body corporate for municipal purposes and may contract and be contracted with, sue and be sued, plead and be pleaded, and have a seal and exercise all other powers of a municipal corporation, not inconsistent with the Constitution and the laws of the United States and the provisions of this code. So yeah, we're owned by a big old business. Needless to say. The three definitions in the United States, it goes in international law. It means the sovereign society, the nation among nations. Now, sovereign society, last time I checked, sovereign means self-governing. I could be wrong. I'm not. Federal law versus federal forms. United States, the District of Columbia possessions and territories. Congress has exclusive legislative jurisdiction. That's Article 1, jurisdiction. And then the United States, the 50 sovereign states, united under the constitutional rights retained by the states in the 9th and 10th Amendments. But you have to specify, ladies and gentlemen. The jurisdictional distinction is critical because of the Superior Court of Cobb County operates as a state court under the third definition. A court of one of the sovereign states under the Constitution. I'm sorry. It is not federal court under the second definition. The District of Columbia, it is not an Article 1 tax court. The United States District Court and federal court may be an Article 3 court, the Superior Court of whatever county. A state court is not an Article 3 court and has not been vested with the authority to adjudicate Article 1 legislative court matters, ladies and gentlemen. Then you have your the distinction between the uppercase and the lowercase, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna let y'all read that for a second. You have your distinction between uppercase and lowercase. Yes, Houston, exactly right. All right. Let's scroll down. I'm going to let y'all read all this. And then we'll start on the federal versus the national distinction. Black's Law distinguishes between the national government and the federal government. Pow, 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 pow. I'm blessing 5 people. I don't have no money. I'm trying to scam. That's what he says. Oh, we're almost at 20K. That's what I like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are keeping up with the flows. I go live every single night at 9 p.m. pretty much. I'll let you know if I don't. Joining the group is like $40 right now until we switch apps. Then we'll go 40 a month, and then bigger tiers, 100 a month. And then the lifetime program is 5K, but you do that in payment plans. So, ladies and gentlemen, national government. I'm not going to read every single definition. I just want y'all to take a look at it. I'm going to let y'all read down until we get to, this is Title 26. So this is all the IRC, the grantor provisions. So I'm going to let y'all read. I'm going to let y'all read. Yeah, till we get down there. So So as y'all can see, the United States corporate versus constitutional meaning. I just go into breaking down how many definitions, different definitions to break down everything. So there's just no fooling. There's no, you telling me what you want to tell me and stuff like that. Like, nah, like, it's like that. The Internal Revenue Code, the words they've been hiding, you know what I'm saying? This is when we just get into every single title that deals with the IRC jurisdiction, how they're labeled as Article 1 courts. Like, man, it just, it goes into everything. And then we get down to the trust provisions. That's where the grant is treated as the owner of a portion of the trust. And it breaks down every case law that goes into the IRC 671 through 679, properly claiming you and your children's estates. Then it goes into the definition of person, and then it goes into my fiduciary duties, the spendthrift provisions, void versus voidable, legal maxims, legal foundations, and then relief requested, ladies and gentlemen. So that's really what I wanted to show you on this particular document. Is we really touch on everything. You gotta realize, like, when you're going up against the system, you really got to come correct, because they're gonna do everything in their power not to dismantle it. But when you beat them, you just know. You just know. All right. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an hour that we've been on, and we just went through the estate letter. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all the template estate letter that I am now going to be letting go for. We're gonna do this one for 100, because this letter deals with where to go. Oh, I have to go to my desktop. Oh, no. Why is it not working, Lord? Nope, it's down here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be letting this one particularly go for $100. This is a template that goes into the same exact thing. If you pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, it will tell you every type of trust that you need to have. I operate through my foreign grantor trust when I operate through my estate. You know what I'm saying? When I'm operating through my corporation. So it tells you every single preliminary, it gives you everything that I just had. So y'all can have every single law, everything that you need, ladies and gentlemen. And if y'all think this shit's a game, how do you, Johnny, I'm showing you right here. Pay attention, Johnny. Pay attention, bro. It's right here in this executive letter. It's telling you everything that you need. You need ecclesiastical trust, you need a foreign grantor trust, and you need to establish it. But see, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a bonus document, because I'm doing both of these together. I'm going to give you this executor letter. I'm going to give you this admin pack. Let me show y'all both of these. So that's the executive letter. Wait. No, this is the one for the Supreme Court. That's the Supreme Court one. So this is the executive letter. I'm letting this one go for 100. Then, but what's going to come with that is a bundle, because I'm going to be giving you this. Why didn't it show up, bro? Here it is. I'm going to be giving you this, the admin pack that establishes everything for you. So I'm going to be giving you, let me show you this admin pack. So it's going to break down your foreign grant of trust administration pack. It's going to break down everything that you need. It's going to break down the ownership. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is put in AI and you just copy it. So it literally goes into my ecclesiastical trust, the statements of faith, every single document you're going to need. Document 1 through 20, but it goes down to 39. If you want to do a PMA charter, if you want to copy, you know what I'm saying, the way that I did it, I'm going to have a template of this with every single document that you need to establish how to establish your corporation through your foreign grant of trust. So then you'll go get a foreign grant of trust EIN, and now you have a corporation. You've established a business through, you know what I'm saying, your own private ministry. And then you're gonna have 43 documents, roughly, because you're not gonna do a PMA like me. And then we go into every document. It's gonna be a template breaking down how you're gonna do your ministry on your own. Don't ask me, don't message me talking about how do you do this and what do I need to put in my ministry. That's for your life. I'm not answering those questions. You do a trust transfer, trust property, Schedule A, all the documents are here. 96 pages rather. 96 pages. 96 pages. Fiduciary notice. You don't even need a Form 56. This is your Form 56. This is you letting them know you're a 508c1a. This is letting them know that you fall up under that category of 50c3, a private PMA. Revocation of unauthorized contracts and presumptions. Notice of re-recording. You got 96 pages here, ladies and gentlemen. You got 96 pages here. But guess what? I'm not done. So not only do you get the executor letter template, I'm teaching sovereignty, how to take care of your children through your trust, how to operate through your trust. So not only are y'all going to get for the $100 bundle, you're going to get this, the executor letter template. You're going to get this, the 100 or 96 page document administration packet, so you can put in AI and get your documents done a lot quicker, ladies and gentlemen. But wait, there's one more thing I'm going to be giving. And that's going to be, because we all have to make sure. Oh, the sheriff came in, y'all. 12 in the building. Sheriff just came in. Oh, shit. The feds is here. I must be on the For You page because a lot of people are coming in. For You page. Come on, algorithm. For You page. I'm looking for my guides, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to be getting a guide with this. And I think I'm going to give you this one. Let me reopen it. So as you can see here, it's different colored. It's actually going to be brown, but you're going to be getting the lawful path of ministry establishment. And this is going to be a full-on explanation, ladies and gentlemen, on how to set up your full trust. But wait, you're also going to set up all of your documents for your ecclesiastical that I just showed you on the guide and your foreign grantor. So you're going to have your proper documents in order, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's listed out for you. You ain't got to do too much work, but just get the guide, ladies and gentlemen. It is $100 tonight. It is $100 tonight. After tonight, it goes up to $150. All right. After tonight, it goes up to $150. And that's where it's going to stay, because that's a lot of information. That's a guide. That's an admin pack. And that's an executor letter with all the laws on how jurisdiction, admiralty, maritime jurisdiction, and everything works. It's literally a guide on every last thing. And then you get documents like this. You get everything in order like this, describing everything for you. Oop. Oh, shit, no. Where's the undo button when you need it? It's somewhere here. Where the hell is the arrow for undoing what the hell I just did? I'm not old, but like, bro, I'm not tripping. They update this every single year. It's normally up here. I'm like, am I tripping, y'all? Am I really tripping, y'all? Because where's the undo button? What the heck? Fam. I'm slick about to get like kind of pissed off because I'm like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, am I tweaking? Hold on, let me go full screen. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Like, I'm high, but I'm not that high. Like I'm, like I'm good, but like, like shit. There we go. What the fuck is that? Come on, MacBook. God damn. Put this shit in. You know what? Never mind. But that's what you get, ladies and gentlemen, with the guides. So if y'all want to take advantage of that, I suggest, because this is what you're also gonna get, another gift. You know what I'm saying? That's why it goes up to 150. You get access to the group, you get the guide, the admin pack, and the executor level letter. Why do I keep saying executor level? I'm on some rich shit. Now I'm on some wealthy shit. That's why. But you get all that tonight for $100. After that, ladies and gentlemen, it goes up to 150. You know what I'm saying? If you message me tonight and you're like, yo, can I lock the spot in? You know what I'm saying? Can I lock it in? And I got you tomorrow or whatever. Cool. I'm all for bartering and free, like whatever. I'm up for payment plans, whatever y'all trying to do. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it as a stopgap measure to see who's serious. That was a mouthful. Can I get the group access? Yes, group access is $40. I'm a mom, not a parent. Well, welcome in me and Ken. That's wonderful. So you know what I'm saying? Boom. Wonderful. So yeah, no, group access is $40 alone. But If you will, I get the same information from the group. No, you still got to pay for the guide even when you get in the group. Everything's a la carte right now. But go, when I switch the group, it's going to be different tiers. It's going to be a $40 tier, which I'm going to be honest, that has so much free stuff on it. We're putting so much free stuff on there. So there's no reason you shouldn't be able to learn what you need. But then, you know what I'm saying? We have $100 tier you'll get stuff like this. The guide and everything that I was just telling you, that's what you'll get on the $100 tier a month. So 100 a month, you'll get guides, you'll get one-on-one classes, one-on-one coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get all the steps to walk you through it. Anything that we're all successful with court cases or anything, bro. That's a part of the $100 a month too, where you can get litigation for your case, whatever you need, you can get. You know what I'm saying? And then the lifetime program, I'll walk you through sovereignty. You know what I'm saying? I just walk you through it step by step. If you got cases, we deal with it. Foreclosures, whatever. Like the lifetime is 5K. You do 500 down, and then per month. So I make you the trust. I do all your paperwork, all your administration paperwork. I do everything. I mail it out for you if you want me to. Well, actually, I take that back. I can't mail it because you have to sign it. So what I'm saying, you sign it, you mail it out, but I have everything for you. And if you want to join the Nation of Divine Creation, like I showed everybody before, I'll show you again. We have the Constitution and bylaws. This is a real PMA, ladies and gentlemen, Private Members Association. That's the Constitution. This is the bylaws. And then this is the payment schedule and all of this good stuff. And then these are the administration documents, for the actual PMA. So, yeah, PMAs operate outside of the jurisdiction of the government. So, keep that in mind. If y'all want to join the nation, you will get one of those nice leather binders, as you saw, with everything in it. Yes, yes, yes. But we're going to do your genealogy. We're going to do all that. We're going to get all your information. And as the nation grows, well, we grow, All right. Do we have any questions before we get out of here? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Check the Record, powered by Equal Footing Institute. I thank everybody for following me tonight. If you want the guide, I recommend that you just message me and send me your email, and then I can email everything to you. And thank you for joining the fan club. Woo, 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 woo. And the heart me. But if you want the guide, hit me up. We'll get you all the information, and you'll be suited and booted, ladies and gentlemen. You will be suited and booted. Thank you, Mr. Sammy. I appreciate it. Y'all message me on TikTok. We don't do no gatekeeping around here. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving out all the jewels and the sauce, bro. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need it, I'm making it low price. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's $100. That's fair. So many people are trying to charge and don't even know how to necessarily do it. I'm going to walk you through it. You get the guides. You have any questions, you ask me, ask in a group. And yeah, bro, we're going to keep going. This is the Nation of Divine Creation. We are out. Y'all have a great rest of your night, ladies and gentlemen. We will be on tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all shoot me messages. Y'all get the guides. Y'all get what you need. Get all the documents that you need. And yeah, let's do something. Let's do something about it. Let's fight about it. Let's get the let's fight back. It's equal footing, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what it is.
What's up, man?
He said, Ellis, I don't want to pay bills anymore. How do I stop paying bills? Simple. I'm about to show you step by step how to do this. Step number one, you need a trust. This is my trust. So, if you thought this was going to be just a quick ride, think again. Step.
Larry Jones.